guys, welcome to our lesson number 6. I hope you hear me well. Today we will work with this beautiful picture. We'll do it in vray render and write me some pluses to the chat to let me know that you hear me well, everything cool. Connection is good. I don't know why you don't see my webcam. Yeah, I hear myself, but I don't hear my webcam. Oh, hi Daniel. I wanted to thank you for recommending troubleshooting for my scene. Yes, I did not manage to fix everything you told on. Yeah, everything cool, everything well. Let's about separated layer of glass. I just wanted to tell that I was using glass. It renders it up. Having glass on the separated layer. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I just wanna update my video. Well, I don't know why you don't see my cam, but okay, next time. So everything well. We can work with this scene. I will hide it. I already opened the scene. I just opened it. I do nothing with this. Let's check what we have. Let's check what we have. Let's remove the reflection. That's some I don't know, like a box for lighting. Okay, that's absolutely possible to be in real world, so why not? I will remove this picture for the background because it can I don't like to see it. Right, and yeah, that's enough. About sun position. Okay, I will save the sun. Of course, I will change its all these option size like as default by default. Okay, let's go to the render settings. Let's switch to F-Storm and go back to V-Ray. I just want to have... Oh, that's the sun position, so... No, so I will remove it anyway because I have to make V-Ray lighting. So what's next? Next is material. Let's replace... let's create new general filling. Okay. Delete. Yes, I know that. Delete. Yes, I know that. Delete. Yes, I know that. V-Ray. Okay. Oh my god. What this led to me. Oh my god. What does it mean? 289 helper. How do you think? Is it help you in your... I have another thing. Here I had the worms of this scene, so that means you could have problems in your real work. So install newer 3ds Max, like newer than 22.3, and you'll get better. You will avoid all these issues. Worms, that's a virus, in fact. Okay. So, glass. Thank you for this later. Where's my camera? Somewhere here. Okay, I have to create new one. V-Ray physical camera. Okay, let's put it there. Center. Okay, let's check. Okay, let's compare them. So I think I have to go to the horizontal 2.3. I think that could be too much, yeah? Maybe like this, yeah? No, even this is too much. As well. V-ray. Better convert it to real editable poly, because if you have modifier, for example, I told you that one more time, guys. That's try to hear me. My advice is that not like theoretical something. That's really important. For example, you have editable poly on top of this, and you will open a material editor. You will push M button, and as you can see, like with M button you have to open material editor, but instead you break your geometry. You cannot see that, and you will move to the next stages, and you will see the these issues somewhere in the future. That could be problem in the future. So you use editable poly? Yes, you can, but then convert to real editable poly, because real editable poly has its own list of hotkeys. Close. That's just a box. Why two different editable polys? Okay. So all of these shader. Let's put there something like this. Average level of reflection. Something like 65. I don't know. Like this. Nothing too difficult, and let's try to work with some dome lighting. Light, plain, dome. Nothing difficult again. Map, I have our Clofferdale picture on the desktop. Guys, have you been on the yesterday's workshop, Partho workshop? Do you saw it? Today we work on this with this workflow on the stable diffusion, and we've got pictures like this, and then we put it to the stable diffusion. We generate pictures like this, and I don't have more than one, but we generate 3 and send to the client, and already agreed camera positions and all the details, and we will work with this. So that's a really powerful tool, and we already use it, but you have to understand the stable diffusion. That's just a tool to find the reference. So that's like a sketch, like a only reference, but that's a powerful tool. Okay, let's make it a little bit more intensive, because I know it have to be a little bit more intensive. Let's convert, V-ray. Let's select physical and remove it. Okay, that could be real perspective, so I'm gonna work here. What about background view gradient? Yeah, that's better, like this. What's next? I don't know, let's start. Oh, I forgot about denoiser. NVIDIA AI denoiser. Here we should add exposure. What else? Lens effect. Oh, we have to render only this window. Let's do it. Yeah. So let's jump to the settings. Let's make it a little bit lighter. We can do it with a multiplier, that's not a big deal. 2025, but here we have some limit of multiplier, so after some moment we will see any difference in our picture. Looks like we have lighting through the floor, so I have to block it. Yeah, never leave the floor generator alone. You have to help them. Minus 100. Okay, what about ISO? Let's start with 1500. Yeah, that's too much, of course. That's too much. 500. No. Why not? Looks pretty well. Let's make some really interesting thing. Open with Photoshop. Yeah, that's our level of contrast we should get. So let's try to find some camera angle. In fact, that's not bad. Really not bad. Even more than just compare light and shadow. Light and shadow. Here is a little bit different situation, but here's a little bit different situation of lighting. Here the similar, light and shadow, so that's pretty well. Let's try to get similar color. A little bit darker. Where's my exposure? Okay. To green, let's try 26. think that's better. Okay, I want to have a little bit more yellow. I don't know why, but in addition, white balance, a little bit to blue, because I want to have blue reflections like here, so a little bit more blue. That's called general feeling. General feeling, that's not only light and shadow, that's both these things. A little bit less of color here. Okay, what do you think about it? I think that looks pretty well. I think the reflection should be a little bit different, yeah, like that. $75. I'm gonna get more saturation and a little bit more balance here. That's cool. 27 again. $90. Let's make 100 just to check. So that's pretty well. Let's try to rotate this HDRIM up a little bit. Maybe we'll see. No, that's a Clapperdell, so there's almost no any difference in rotation. But maybe we'll find the position which we will like more than this. Absolutely no any big difference. Okay, of course I can see difference. That doesn't mean that's what I need. Yeah, that's better because of contrast, I think. Yeah, just compare 330 and 0. Yeah, that's pretty well. Almost the same, but here is much more intensive contrast. That's exactly what I need. So, what do you think about sun? No. No, that's wrong direction, excuse me. Okay. Let me check this light. maybe let's add some box which will hide some part of lighting, because I'm not sure I need lighting on the foreground. That's pretty something. Okay, so what about this light? Of course, I can use two options. That's intensity and compression. In fact, I can do both, but you know, I don't like compression, so in case I can avoid it, I'll do that. So let's. Mm, I don't like this yellow color, it looks terrible. Let's add intensity. In this case, we'll get more reflection, more difference between this color and this. Okay. So that's what I like. Yeah. That's what I call general feeling. Yeah. This is general feeling. So we have blue, blue reflections. We have general warm interior. We have some intensity, and that's how you should send pictures to the um, real editable. What's real editable poly and editable poly? Okay, so this is the box. Yeah, this is the box with possible modifications. Yeah, we can add editable poly modifier, but we can convert it into real editable poly. So this is not a box anymore. That's exactly editable poly object. That's a real editable poly. Okay, so let's go next. I'm gonna stop it. Oh, I'm gonna save this. I will show you something. Preferences, files, increment on save. I always use this checkbox. Maybe you don't know that file save as desktop, run the cam interior 01. Okay, and always when I'll push Control S, the last number will be changed. I mean, will next. For example, right now I'm gonna press Control S. It is 002. Next time when I'll press, it will be 003, 0004, 5, 6, etc. Yeah, so that's really helpful. And in the end, you of course you have a lot of files, but you save. You couldn't get in trouble with situation when you have no file or something like this. Yeah. So let's. Oh, why you black? Looks like some problems with normals. Yeah, that's. I think that's problems with normals. Detach editable poly. Welcome to editable poly. Yeah, normal, smooth, auto smooth, pervent. Okay, that's a little bit better. And in fact, why I need this group? Better to detach these objects. So let's select this one, all the windows. So can I select similar? And windows, of course. Okay, looks like. So, only one extra shader. Let's start render. Let's make it darker with the same shader. Too heavy. I mean, general feeling too heavy. It have to be lighter. No? Just compare it. It is lighter and more red. Definitely more red. And it is not enough dark. So let's make this reflection not so intensive, but glossiness higher. A little bit more red, 25. Oh, that's cool. No, that's definitely not cool. Let's save it like this for a moment. Update preview, and let's come back to this one. Let's make it a little bit more red. 25. I think that's better. And what about maybe a little bit more intensive? No, saturated. I don't like this color at all. No any difference, no any steps between. Okay, we'll deal with this on the next stage, but that's better. And what can I do? I can make it's a huge difference. Okay. And I'm gonna add some curves. Oh. What's that? we have filmic tone map too, but unfortunately here we have rebuilded settings, and I have no idea how to make them like default, you know. No, let reset. But what if I don't have so? Yeah, I see that. That's pretty fun, but too intensive. I like this. That looks pretty cool, pretty well. So let's work with the next cheaters. Next things, next steps, a little bit more detailed, I think. Improve the general feeling. So let's copy this shader and let's make this picture. What do you think about it, guys? Do you like it? Maybe I'm doing something wrong and you still want to have something like perfect settings of V-Ray. Because I can tell you everything about settings of V-Ray. Your render will not become better. That looks like there looks like glass. This looks like glass. I want to render a little bit. Okay, because on the next step I'm going to, where's my refraction, translucency, fog color, yeah, it is here. Okay, let's leave it like this. What's next? Next is carpet, I think, but carpet the same shader. What about this? Maybe a little bit less reflections. better. What's next again? 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 Let me make it a little bit more intensive. Thanks to this I will be ready to exposure. Yeah, that's better, I think. In general, exposure a little bit darker. And what about white balance? I think that's better. Yeah? Are you agree with me? I hope so. So let's work with a few shaders already, because I think like general feeling already. Just wanna make some. Let's start with this piano because that's easy to make. This is double reflection. Oh. So let's select it. Oh, as I told you, yeah? Let me open it. I think I'm gonna work with double wide reflections. I think color could be black or almost black. That's what I want to get, like gradients, like these, just to make it not so perfectly solid. And next shader, change material map type, vray blend MTL. Where's my blend? Here's it. Let's move it there. Let's put it there. And I think like absolutely reflection like this. Okay, so here we got absolutely reflection mixed with this color, this shader, but the color is mixer, so I think it's too. Yeah, that's better. No, that's too much. I just want a little bit of the gradient. Yeah, that's enough. Pretty cool. What's next? Next is let's work with floor. That could be this shader. I know which shader, which texture I can use. I know it pretty well. I use it a lot of times already, and I hope everything will be okay. I'm gonna save my scene one more time with after this saving, We've got additional file. Okay. Before we'll upload multi-textures, better maps general, better stop render, multi-texture. Okay, where's my favorite dark? Yeah, this is it. View, least, color matched. I think yes. That's how it looks like. So pretty similar color, tone, and all rest things pretty well for reflections in most of different things. Yeah. Let's add it to the diffuse just to check what we have to make with the shader. Lighter, darker. Is it looks nice here or not? Because it can be not. I'm not sure about scale of this texture too. But no, that looks pretty well. I mean, that looks pretty well as a mapping. So let's add their maps general output. Where's my output? I'm going to make it a little bit darker, of course. And even darker. Yeah, like this. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, definitely too much. Let's move it a little bit to the yellow side. I'm not sure which side could be yellow. So yeah, definitely this side, and I want to try add a little bit more saturation, and maybe not a little bit, maybe not so dark. I'm gonna make it a little bit. Let's make it like 10. Let's make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, this looks pretty fine. But I have to add more saturation. Let's render it a little bit. So that looks not bad. I might need something to add there. Well, let's add some not so intensive reflection. General maps, general color correction, saturation, reflection. Okay, it have to be lighter, much lighter, because not enough reflections now. We can try to play with the refraction glossiness. Maybe we'll get pretty enough result for this goal with just color on the reflection. Because to be honest, I don't see any like intensive reflection on the reference. That was better here. Let me get a little bit more. Oh, so cool. I like this. We don't need so much, but that looks. I like this. So let's make it a little bit not so intense, but really just a little bit, like just like this. Okay, so the biggest shaders always could be first. So what the biggest shader here is the wall. So let's play with this wall, and then we'll play with the ceiling, and that's how like 80% of our image will be done. So let's find some cool texture on the textures com. Maybe we will find maybe plaster. think plaster a little bit better. Or maybe like this. I think that looks pretty well, so let's buy it. General, bitmap. We can just compare, or we can try to compare this color and this color, and I think that's already clear that we have to make it darker. To be honest, with pictures like this, pretty easy to work because it is contrast. With high contrast pictures, always easier work. But with the pictures darker, that's opposite situation. So, with a lighter picture with less contrast. And today I record troubleshooting video with this type of image, so watch it please. They're really helpful information too. I believe it will help you too, maybe for future. Okay. Maybe let's add, I'm not sure about this color, but of course let's add color correction. Let's add some saturation. So it have to be much more saturated. But maybe not so, because as I can see my picture a little bit more saturated than I really need, so let's try this. Oh. No, it have to be more saturated, and I have to move it to the yellow color, much more intensive. But in fact, that's what I need, I think. Really cool. I'm gonna add the same shader to the bump texture. I don't know which amount I want to get at the end, and as I can see, I'm gonna add the same texture to the picture because it looks absolutely the same. I mean, like in general, of course, you can add different texture and maybe some details could be different, but like general settings of the shader could be the same. Okay, so here we have color correction, and I'm gonna move it to the green color, maybe not so saturated. Let's move it to the blue a little bit. I'm not sure is it right direction, but I hope so, yeah. Okay, let's make less saturation. Let's make 85, a little bit to green color, and a little bit lighter. No, not lighter, less saturated. Even less again. So that's pretty fine. What about next steps? The wood on the the ceiling. Let's take this shader. Let's check this geometry first of all. Yeah, as I thought, it have to be inverted. Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know why, didn't pay attention to this fact. Maps, general, multi texture, add bitmap. Let's find something, but I believe it could be not so. It shouldn't be something difficult. For example, this one, why not? You know, let's check. I think it have to be a little bit more dirty. Not so perfect. Small boards. Like this. But I think color matched, yeah? Diffuse color. Let's add their output. And maybe color correction. I'm not sure I need it, but let's save it. For reflection, I'm not sure we need something for reflection for this picture, but okay, let's add it. Let's remove saturation, and then we'll add it, I think, later. So. Oh. Wrong render system. Two long boards, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's make something a little bit more usual, and in fact we don't need any offset. Yep. So okay, like this. Let's check it again. Saturation. Come on. It have to be much more yellow, not so reflective, of course. Maybe darker. I think that's lack of saturation, but in general looks nice. Let me add some reflection to get more information, and right now I see that I want to have some reflections, a little bit more wooden, more natural wood reflections, and maybe some something like this, just to get some gap there between the objects. And I wanna, come on, and I wanna add something to the floor. I mean, maybe make it a little bit more red and more saturated, because I don't know, nothing, something not enough. Yeah, no, that's a little bit too much. Let's make 7. I don't like this color because it's a little bit too, I don't know, blue. I want to get a little bit more green. Because it can change a little bit mood of the picture. That's part of general impact. Yeah, I think now it's better. Just add a little bit of saturation. Okay, ceiling, but there I wanna remove part of the saturation, maybe minus 35. And yeah, let's mix it a little bit with the color, like 90. Yep, that's better. Okay, what about all the ceiling lamps and rest things? Write me please which shaders you wanna work with on this scene. Because in fact we already made all the most important things, and maybe not only most important. Then we just have to finish everything, so that's just a technical job. But we have a little bit of time, so I'm ready to show you something. Okay, what about metal? Again. I'm gonna copy this. Paste for now. Yeah, carpet, that's true. Picture, that's not interesting, but we already add some texture that looks like usual stucco or something like this. Nothing difficult on this shader. I don't know, maybe some of the shaders not painted. Okay, what about carpet, as you said? In fact, we just need to find some... Are you really think we need so difficult geometry? Okay, but anyway, we have to find some texture for the carpet. Maybe you have something, maybe not, I don't know. I think that's pretty fun, but um, okay. Of course, first of all, we don't need this color, so maybe let's use some filter, cover row. I like this tool. I use it pretty often. I think I'm gonna desaturate this red color. Maybe I'm gonna make it more orange. Yeah? No? No. I'm gonna start with reds, with purples. Okay, hue. No. Mhm. Maybe just general saturation, no? Oh, something like this. Okay, Control Alt Shift S. Okay. And of course, mask. Okay. One more time, I'm not sure about so difficult geometry of the carpet. I don't think it should have so difficult geometry. So let's copy this, delete, general, color composition, correction, general bitmap. Opacity. Okay, it have to be inverted. I know in 3ds Max we have this function inversion, but I don't like it because this if I'll need to improve it somehow, I'll be not able to do that. Okay, UV mapping, planner. Oh, no, where's fit? Okay, so where's that X form? It is. Oh, I can't work with this. Detach. Okay, remove this and let's do it again. Mapping. Okay, like this. That looks pretty well. I think I have to remove bottom part of this carpet because I don't need it. Let's move it a little bit to the frame. Okay, V-ray displacement. Of course I have no any special displacement for exactly this carpet, but I can try a few ideas. I can add this mop and try. Maybe it will looks not bad. With a small amount, it can looks not bad. Just something, or I can use some like basic carpet textures, displacement textures. Something like this. I'm gonna show it to you. I believe you can find something similar in maybe inside some models. Maybe you'll buy it somewhere. So in fact, that's not like a lot of places to find it. Come on. Why I always push start Corona render. Have to be darker, yeah, a little bit. Let's work with this. Like 0.8. Oh yeah, that's too much, I think. But carrot looks not bad. I think yes. So So guys, I don't want to waste your time. Here we have table, but we already worked with the wooden shaders. I don't think that's something I should spend your time for this. So I believe you'll get it without my help. And to be honest, I don't want to show you everything. Like this is not like kids play. Repeat after me. That's just a way how you have to think when you work with something. So I believe that's the nice final point for today. Yeah, that's we much faster than usual, and that's cool because today is Friday, and I think we can all of us can go to the bar after this lesson. So I'm happy for this, for you, of course. So let's start render with the final quality. Let's change resolution of the render, I think, because I wanna see the like this. NVIDIA AI denoiser. We can use default vray denoiser, NVIDIA AI denoiser. I don't know. NVIDIA AI denoiser works pretty well, so no any disadvantages. So let's start with this. Only one thing I wanna add. I could wanna add that's depth of field, but in fact we don't have floor first plan like foreground. Yeah, so nothing to blur. So unfortunately, we have nothing to do about it. So let's start rendering. Right now the almost 1 hour and a half of our lesson. So let's take 11 minutes break and let's come back in 40 minutes of this hour, and I will answer all your questions and we will go to the weekend rest. Okay, so see you in 11 minutes.